Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash. I hope you're all having an amazing week. Currently it is Thursday and let's get right to the charts. As you can see, Bitcoin is right now bouncing from the weekly pivot. As you can see, it was around 18, basically it is at exactly 89.9k. We did wick below this price. We went all the way down towards 89.3k, which was also not enough to basically grab the liquidity which was sitting. As you can see, we did get some nice liquidations grab, but right here where the bright yellow is, basically we have more liquidity sitting around 92 million at 89.1k to all the way down to 89. We just dropped down towards 89,300. If we went down like $200 more, we would have taken out all of this big liquidity which is sitting just below us right here, as you can see. But Bitcoin loves to front run the liquidity. As you can see, the market makers did leave that liquidity for later, and right now they are gonna squeeze all the late short positions that have been accumulating during this downwards channel right here that we have. Basically this channel, this is what I'm talking about. They will just wick the price up to wreck everybody that was going short right here, and then they will go down to grab this liquidity. But as of right now, let me show you, we are bouncing from a very important level also, not just the pivots. If we draw a order block basically of this range that we have right here, you can see this is a very important range that we just made right now. It is a support into resistance flip. Basically before this channel right here, this order block was acting as resistance. As you can see, multiple times it have acted as resistance, and after price broke out of this level, right now this order block have flipped as support. So it is a very interesting level to watch. Basically we did held this level, we did not drop also below the POC. You can see the value area low is sitting at around 86,000. We are not talking about this level until we lose the POC and the weekly pivot. Basically we can't consider going all the way down towards 86 before we lose like 89k. Ethereum is also bouncing, as you can see, from a very key level. If we draw from our order block right here, you can see this is also the two key levels that were acting as resistance basically, and after we broke it, it right now has flipped into support and it is bouncing from this level exactly. Solana right now, it did front run the weekly pivot and it did bounce from these lows right here, but Solana is right now it has more strength than ETH and Ethereum and basically the other altcoins, since Solana is at a very important level. The value area low of this macro range basically since 2024, the beginning of the 2024, so almost 2-year range. And Solana had to bounce here. I was talking about back in around December 20th that this would be a very nice risk to reward ratio. Basically you put your stop loss like a bit below the value area low, like 5 to 10%, and then you target the value area high, or you target at least the POC. But if you target the value area high, as you can see, this trade has been right now playing out beautifully. Hype on the other hand, as you can see, it is still struggling. I do still think that hype is going to pump at least towards the yearly pivot, but time is going to show us if this downward trend will continue, or first we are going to hit the yearly pivot before it continues, or we are just going to skip the yearly pivot and continue with this downwards range. The stock market on the other hand, you can see the S&P 500 is, we did hit on the CME chart 7,000 yesterday, which is basically history being made. We have not ever seen the S&P 500, the stock market, at those all-time highs. So it's pretty insane history being made on the stock market, while Bitcoin is in a bear market, so to say, or at least in a very heavy downtrend. The Nasdaq still a little bit behind the S&P 500, but this is completely normal. XRP also having somewhat of a heavy correction, around 12%. The pump token also, it's not down that much, but still like 17% for this token is not that much. We've seen like 59% correction from it, and basically from its all-time high we are down right now around 76%, so nothing new here. The dollar is also gaining strength, as you can see right here. We are above the weekly R3, and on the daily we just broken out of the daily resistance, and right now we are potentially going back into it. But enough of that. Let's look at the open interest for Bitcoin. You can see we did have quite a lot of short positions opening up during this downtrend right here, which is exactly what I was telling you about, that we are having this squeeze. Volume is also pretty decent. Fear and greed index sitting around 43. Nothing new here, still right now in that neutral. ETF inflows, we do have, as I said yesterday, almost 500 million of outflows from the spot ETF. You can see right here the chart. We are basically looking like somewhat during April of 2025. This might continue to go down again, basically longer than April, if we are potentially starting the 1 year long bear market for Bitcoin. But time we'll see about that, how this plays out. Long versus shorts ratio, we do have more sellers. As you can see right now, funding rates started to flip negative on the major exchanges, and we did have our unemployment claims today. We do have unemployment rates tomorrow, average hourly earnings, PMI. So basically on Friday it's going to be a very volatile day. And I think this covers it for today's video, guys. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.